Come, Gamer Nation, let us philosophize together. Hey there, Gamer Nation. Welcome to the first ever episode of Rent or Buy Topics. That's right, today we'll be looking at the general idea of video games being art. And if you hopped on last week's episode, you know we're holding a contest for the best comment posted there asking that question. But before we get to all those lovely internet viewers out there, I thought it'd be important to go ask a few people in person. That's right, Gamer Nation, I went outside with the sun and everything to CSU's campus to ask a few art students if they thought video games were art. Let's see what they had to say.
I don't think the games themselves are art. I think they're the result of creativity. I think there's a lot of marketing involved. I think there's a lot of money involved. And so if you want to break it down and strip it down, I think that it's a creative field that needs artistic people and has an artistic drive and the beginning of it. But I also don't feel the end result of the game is anything more than another widget to sell.
In a way, I think just the whole design and the development that goes into it can be considered an art, because there's a whole lot more to just programming it. Like there's the design factor of actually creating characters and the landscapes, or the actual design that goes into it. I can see how that's art.
But those are fleshy people. You know, they're in the real world. What about you internet people? What did you think? Well, it was pretty unanimous that you guys all thought video games were art, despite the fact that elements inside of them were art. You wanted to say the entire package itself was art, listing off examples like Portal, that even made one comment poster remember something similar to a child not wanting to give up a toy. Now, this is channeling memories and really the forms of things themselves. And a lot of you, and many aesthetic philosophers would argue, that is definitely art. These are some great, deep aesthetic thoughts thrown around in the flesh and online. But who was the winner of the Black Ops prize? I'm afraid I'm going to have to give it to One Mario Chief, who writes, I think video games are considered art because people put their heart into the games, and it's essentially moving art. So congratulations again, One Mario Chief, you win the Black Ops prize. So, that's it for this episode of Rent or Buy. Be sure to tune in next week where we will be looking at a game again. So, later gamers. That's it for this episode of Rent or Buy. Be sure to tune in next week where we'll be looking a little bit at some